Kia ora guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to 3D model a glass just like this one here that you're looking at. In this lesson you're going to learn how to insert a reference image. I'm going to show you how to add some points and create a spline. I'll show you this feature called the revolve feature, and also I'm going to show you how to give it that glass appearance, so it's see-through, that glass sort of appearance. Alright, so open up a new tab and we're going to start a new file. So what I want you to do is open up your data panel and make sure that you're in your Learn F360 file. We're going to save this and call this glass model and click enter. So now we've got a glass model file so every time we click save, it's going to automatically save for us. So that can load in there. We'll just close that. So first we need to insert an image, and this is going to be a reference image. So I'm just going to go into Google Chrome. I've looked up a whole lot of different glasses, and I've picked this image here. It's just a nice simple one to trace. All I have done to save it is just right clicked and click on save image as. I've just saved it to my desktop. I'll go back into Fusion, and this you'll see here is the insert menu. All I need to go down, I just want to attach a canvas, and it will ask for a plane to attach it to. I'm just going to draw it on this front plane here, so I'll click on that plane. And you'll see over here it's done that, it's added it to that face. I want to select the image, so I'm going to click on this icon and it'll bring up my menu. It's called the glass JPEG. Open that, and you can also change a few different options down here. It can get kind of confusing. I'm not going to worry about it too much, but I'm just going to click OK. So you can see my image. I'll just zoom in there. You can see my image. It's an isometric at the moment, so that's all good, looking pretty good. So next I want to create a sketch, and I'm going to select this face again, the front face, and what I first want to start off doing is putting on, I'm going to insert some points. Now these points are going to add, I'm just going to add them onto these curved parts, so where the glass starts curving around, I'm going to add the points. I don't have to worry too much about where it's straight, so this line here is going to be straight up and down. This is going to be straight up and down. I don't have to worry too much about the points that I'm going to add. So I'm just going to add them around. And also another feature, when we revolve, we only have to draw half of what we're doing, because we're going to revolve it around 360. I'll show you that later, but all we need to worry about is drawing this half. So actually, before I start adding those points, I'm gonna divide this cup in half. So I'm gonna select my line tool and just draw a line. So I'm just gonna select that again. I'm drawing a line directly down the center of my cup, and that looking good. All right. So next up, I want to add these points. So I go to sketch and select on point, and I'm going to zoom in to the points I'm going to put in. So all I'm going to do is trace around. I want to do this sort of shape here. So I'm just going to add some points where it starts to curve around. You can really zoom in. Obviously it doesn't look very good. The more you zoom in, it gets all distorted. I'm just going to draw these points around here, and you'll see in a minute why this is really handy. So I'm kind of just following the shape around without actually having to draw it. I'm going to zoom back out because I should be able to go do a straight line straight down from there and a straight line down the outside. So I'm going to follow this line along here. It starts to curve around about here, so I'm going to chuck a point there and follow this point and just keep going down until I'm just going to pretty much follow this point here and then come around, and it still curves until we get to the end there. Just chuck a point on that line. That line is where we stop, so I'm going to put another point there, and then I'm just going to put some points around here like that. I'll probably put one more there. Okay, that looks pretty good for now. So I'm going to add these straight lines from this point here to this point here. So I'm going to click my line tool. I'm going to go from this point to that point and click the tick. I'm going to zoom in because there's lots of points here. I'm going to click on this point and go all the way down to this point. Have a nice line there. Now I've drawn those lines, looking pretty good. Now I want to join all these points together, and I'm going to use the spline tool. So click on sketch, go down to spline, and click on fit point spline. And all I'm doing is just joining the points together. So I'm going to click each point. It's going to draw a curved spline line to all the points. Click OK when you finish on that one. Now I'm going to follow through this to this line. Like so. Cool, looking good. Let's go up to the top part. I'm going to zoom in so I can see what I'm doing. And clicking between all the points again. And now you'll see, if I press escape, you'll see that highlights in there. That means that all my lines are closed together, and that's ready to revolve. I can see some of my shapes here don't look quite good, so I can zoom in and click on a certain point like this one here and actually adjust how that looks. Okay, so I might want to bring it in there and adjust some of these points. I can actually move them around like so. I'm just going to zoom out because you probably won't even notice once it's zoomed out. Yeah, it's so small that it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to zoom in down the bottom here, just kind of check that everything looks pretty good here. I might move this point up a bit. Yep, cool. I'm happy with that for now. So now that we've closed that drawing off, what I can do is start to revolve it. So I'm going to click on the revolve tool. It's under create, go down to revolve, and I'm going to zoom in and I want to click on this profile here, the profile that we just drawn. You'll see that selected this like so, and what I can do is go over to my axis, select that, and I'm going to select this line that we've drawn down the center. I'm going to click that, and now you'll see that it's actually filled in. Now if I go into my home view, you'll see that it's just drawn this 360 line, this face that we've just drawn. It's revolved it around our center axis 360 degrees. If I change this 360 to 180, it's going to do half the cup like so. See that? But we want to go all the way around, so we're going to click on 360 degrees and click OK. And you can see that it's actually drawn our body. So I can come over here to canvases and just unclick the light bulb, and that gets rid of our original reference image. We don't need it anymore. And you can see, if I drag around, that we've got a cup. But at the moment it's in its original material, the default material that Fusion opens with. So to change the material to make it look like glass, we're just going to right click on the cup and click on appearance. And down in appearance, if we scroll down, we can see a whole range of options that we can click on. We've got glass, leather, metal, etc. I'm going to click on glass, and we've got a few different options here. Let's just go on smooth. and go down to glass clear, and all you do is just drag the image, the appearance over the top of it, and it'll change it. So you can see that now it's only done it on the outside, so I want to drop it into the middle, and I'm going to go remove, and now you can see that I've got a glass now and it's totally see-through. You can change the glass, maybe we're going to do blue, it's pretty dark, or lighter. Yep, so that's pretty much it. So hopefully that was helpful. That's how you 3D model a glass, and I'm pretty much just showing you the revolve feature. Obviously you can do this for other stuff. You'll probably think of some good ideas what to do with the revolve feature. You can go up to save, click on save, go OK, and that's going to be saved in your Learn F360 file.